Last week, the Bank of Canada raised the overnight rate by 25 basis points. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Here we go again, another rate hike, and it's just going to keep on going. However, this news might not be as bad as you think it is. So as a quick history lesson here, last year we had 7 interest rate hikes, and it really impacted the Canadian real estate market. Now, before I get into why this announcement might not be as bad as you think it is, if you like this content and you want to see more, please click the like and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every week on YouTube about the Halifax real estate market and buyer and seller tips. Also, if you want to book a call or meeting with me, you can do so anytime in the Calendly link below in my description at a time when it's convenient for you. So like I said, in 2022, we had 7 interest rate hikes, and the overnight rate went from 0.25% to 4.25% in just one calendar year. And now with this latest interest rate hike of 25 basis points, we're up to 4.5% on the overnight rate. And yes, I know this video is a bit of a hot take, and I'm sure a lot of people watching it are not pleased with this announcement, but hear me out, because here's why I think it's not necessarily the worst news. Now, first off, if the Bank of Canada is going to raise the rates, 25 basis points is the lowest that they're going to go. Last year in 2022, 6 of the 7 rate hikes were larger than 25 basis points, and 2 of them were 75 basis points or more. Secondly, the press release from Bank of Canada is saying that inflation decreased from July at 8.1% to December at 6.3%. So it is heading in the right direction. And the 3-month measures of core inflation, which is the inflation related to all commodities, goods, and services, less the volatile food prices and fuel prices, have come down, meaning that the core inflation has potentially peaked. Tiff Macklem said they do expect a pause here for the time being to assess whether or not the rapid 4.25% rate increase that we've seen over the last year is going to be sufficient enough to bring inflation down to that 2% target. He said that economic growth and employment was stronger than anticipated in the second half of 2022, and therefore the excess demand was putting upward pressure on pricing. So simply put, the overheated economy has not cooled as much as expected. He also stated that the global supply chains are improving and that core inflation is expected to decrease in the months ahead. Now, in terms of this pause, it is conditional, and they did state that depending on what is happening with inflation, they won't hesitate to raise the rates again, but they are going to signal a pause right now and see what the future brings. So really only time will tell, and as we know, it's really hard to tell what to expect. So could we see more raises in 2023? Absolutely. Would it shock me? Absolutely not. But I do believe we're probably going to stabilize here soon, and that was what I was predicting for this year, so I am very hopeful that this is going to be the case. They are projecting the growth will stall this year about middle of the year, and the inflation will hit 3% in 2023, and then down to the target of 2% in 2024. So only time will tell, but it does seem like we're turning the corner on this inflation issue. So hopefully this is signaling the beginning of the end with regards to these rate increases, and if these rates do stabilize, I believe it'll have a massive impact on keeping our Halifax real estate market stable without any large price decreases. If the rates do hold and they stabilize here, I believe it'll help stimulate more consumer confidence in the market, and it should help stimulate some more buyer activity in our local market here in Halifax as well. Now, I've said this before in some of my other videos, but I believe that the lack of buyer activity we're seeing in Halifax currently is due to consumer confidence, not necessarily regarding what the rates are at right now, but due to the unpredictability of where the market's going, what's happening with the rates, and what impact that'll have on prices in Halifax. Of course, a lot of this is speculation, and only time will tell what the Bank of Canada decides to do, but I will say that the result of the 2023 housing market in Halifax will be largely based on what happens with these interest rates, so we'll keep you updated going forward at the next rate announcement, which is in March. Now, if you're still here watching and you got any value out of this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and if you throw the like on there, that'll help push this out to more people like you that might be interested in seeing content like this. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and have a great day.